welcome back, folks, to Y Caliber. I'm your guide, Matt, and we are playing Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game after a one-week hiatus. Hope you didn't miss us too much, and I'm just going to let my co-stars introduce themselves, as they usually do in whatever random order they get through.
I will go first again. My name's Steven Siddell. I am the GM of this little campaign, and I'm excited to be doing ship combat this time, because it really demonstrates the strength of this system, I think.
Space Turtle.
Space Turtle!
I'm Michael. I'm going second this time and playing Galen Krayt, the hired gun, and I'm looking forward to dying in space.
Yes.
I'm ddavis. I believe in Fado Gears Pabu.
No one else does, though.
I'm also looking forward to Gears dying in space.
We all are, really, though.
Still racist after all these
I'm
weeks.
Jared, and I'm playing Tovin, and I'm looking forward to making sure that Galen ends up spaced.
I'm looking forward to...
Did I just hit the eject gunnery pod button? Whoops.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Tovin is staring at, finally, because that picture, he's staring at something so intently. Like he's really surprised by it, but we never know what it is.
It's the dreaded space spider.
Oh no!
He's clearly staring.
know.
He's clearly staring into the darkness because he's going to become a... Crap, what do they call them in Firefly? Reaver, there we go.
Reaver, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the completely wrong science fiction universe.
Completely wrong.
Hey, I almost said...
It's really disappointing.
I almost said Reapers, okay?
Is other
Could have been
Matt...
worse.
Is other Matt missing in action again?
No, he's here.
He's here, he's just quiet and shy.
His name is Matt, and he likes to talk over people, and he's playing Preston.
Nice.
He also likes to talk in
Prestov,
third person.
right? With a V.
Yeah. No, that's just Russian. It's really an N.
I apologize to my Russian viewers.
Yeah, that you just lost like 10 subscribers.
I have a surprising number of viewers from Russia.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
They're gonna slam down their potato soup and walk away.
I'm pretty sure they'd be eating borscht.
Well,
It's not like they're Irish, come on.
No, yeah.
Okay. Back on track, we're in space.
He's making notes. He's gonna edit that out later. Can't lose viewers.
Alright, so last time, which was over a week ago, basically you guys killed Trex, the T-Rex bounty hunter. What did you do with his corpse? Did you leave it kind of cooling on the deck there, or did you kick it down the ramp?
we're keeping him nice and toasty.
I'm going to eat it. Gain his strength.
Wow!
Alternatively, Prestov straps it into the co-pilot seat for fun and hilarity.
Weekend at Trex's.
Why do all of my tabletop games turn into weekend at something?
or at least they all involve some kind of defiling of corpses.
It's somewhat telling that most of your tabletop groups have the same people in it.
Looking at you, Mike and Jared. Actually, Jordan
I had
too.
nothing to do with it this time.
This time.
That's true.
You're all going to be getting calls from the FBI soon. Special Cannibal Division.
Yeah, with that German police guy, we'll be sharing a cell with him.
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, so you've kept Trex on the ship for unknown reasons, but Imperial troopers stormed into Landing Bay Arcs and were setting up a large gun emplacement which would have done some serious damage to the Krayt Fang, so you just kind of, strapped yourselves in and took the hell off. At the moment, you do not have the hypermatter reactor igniter installed, so you will need to do that before you can jump to hyperspace. And of course, you'll need to get out a safe distance. In the meantime, you have Imperial Fighters on your tail. Excitement.
It's okay, I've got athletics. I've got this.
Don't we need to roll our destiny points or whatever?
Yes, we should do that first off. So everyone please roll one force die. and get all dark side points again. That was
damn it.
awesome.
Oh!
Oh, good. This scan has counteracted our dumb shit.
Oh!
Okay, this scan
Man,
kind of-
it's like we're all killing babies in downtime or something. I don't know.
I clearly had a good week. Despite my Gandibalism.
Also, since you had your leg shot through by Trex.
Yeah, that sucks.
But if we're getting dark side points, that means we did something good before. Thus creating a balance.
A balance in the force, yes. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
that's how it works in gameplay.
Well-
we use it. We use a light side point. It becomes a dark side point.
That's fair.
Well, from now on, every game I see, I'm gonna shove an old man into a furnace.
Wow.
Wow.
Doesn't sound like the right thing to do.
It sounds like Tuesday.
But it's Wednesday.
Obviously.
Yeah, you do
Just
it
don't
before
get
the
it.
game.
No
we
wonder
need...
he was 27 minutes late.
You had to find just the right incinerator.
Those old bones are real particular.
Well, now I think we've scared off a sufficient portion of the audience. Let's get our space combat going.
All right. Next thing we need to do is everyone go ahead and recover all strain. I'm just going to do that flat out. However, this gang will still have issues with his leg, even though he doesn't suffer the mechanical drawback of it. He still has a critical hit inflicted on him. So once you guys get a moment when you're not being, attempted to be killed by Imperial troopers, you may want to see to that.
I'll just get a cane. It's cool.
Do we have a medic?
I think Prestov has at least a level
Yeah.
in medicine.
Sure does.
So there's your medic, Prestov.
Galen should really. There we go.
Is
We'll just cut your leg off and replace it with a robotic leg.
I think I'll stick with the
He
cane.
just has bad bedside manner.
So he's house?
House, yeah.
Looks that way.
Excellent. All right.
Had to change your token to Hugh Laurie.
Oh no.
He'll do it too. All right. So
Only when
if
he's
we
being a
want to look at the Krayt Fang stats, just go ahead and mouse over the icon, and we'll just go down and I'll explain what everything is.
Alrighty.
Silhouette is going to be the size of your ship, and that's important for determining a couple things, mostly just in how what maneuvers you can pull off. I didn't list them because they're not really relevant to you, but like 4 is like the maximum size before you stop being able to do dogfighting maneuvers, which are the like evasive maneuvers, stay on target, blah blah blah. 5 and 6 are basically capital ships, and they're just too fat to be doing things like that. Silhouette also determines difficulty when shooting guns at other things. So if you're larger and you're shooting at something smaller than you, it's harder to do. And of course, you're easier to hit by smaller things.
Okay.
I'll explain that when the gunner is doing things. Speed, basically, speed is your maximum speed. You can be between 0 and 4 speed. In the Krayt Fang anyway. What your current speed is determines how fast you can change basically your relativeness to other objects. As I wrote in that little thing I wrote up for you guys and pasted the link in the other window, if you have a 0 speed, you're not moving at all, so you can't move squares. If you have a speed of 1, you can move only half as much, so you can move. It takes you 2 maneuvers to move 1 square. A speed of 2 to 4 is basically normal movement, and you have a speed of 5 or 6, you can move 2 squares per movement maneuver. Also, it determines what actions you can take. Like, if you were for some reason at speed 2, you wouldn't be able to do evasive maneuvers or stay on target, and of course not gain the advantage, blah blah blah. That's mostly important for Tovan, who would be the pilot.
So the fighters are going to be able to catch us pretty easily.
Yeah, pretty much. When you get into the thing, it's not really that you need to keep moving, because you're kind of assumed to always be moving. But mostly when you do a move, you're changing your movement relative to them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Next up is handling. This is a really important one for Tovan. This is expressed as either 0 or a positive or negative number. If it's negative, you add that many setback die to any piloting check you make. If it's positive, you add that many positive boost die to your piloting checks. So,
and since our freighter is a tub, we get -1.
Yes, exactly. But the Imperial Fighters notably have a +3. Yep. Mm-hmm. They are made for this stuff.
Well, it was a nice campaign while it lasted, guys.
I
Damage...
hated every single one of you.
Oh.
Damage is pretty obvious. It's how much damage you inflict. To note, though, both the Krayt Fang and the fighters have linked weapons. The Krayt Fang has a double medium laser cannon, I believe it was. So if you get 2 advantages, you can spend it and score a second hit, so you do a total 10 damage.
Yay.
Indeed. Defense is basically like, defense for a person, only there are certain things like arcs and defense zones. So this listed as a 1-1. That means that you have a 1 defense in the front and a 1 defense in the back. You have no defense on the sides or top or bottom.
So we got a little junk in the trunk, but not that much.
Indeed. You'll also notice that the Imperial Fighters have no defense. Basically, what defense does is just adds this 1, or how many ever defense number you have setback die to attacks targeting you in that sector.
Alrighty. It looks like our ship's fairly tough, though.
Yes, armor is soak, basically, so it detracts that much from what you got. You'll notice that the Imperial Fighters have a damage of 6, so yeah.
So barring unusual circumstances, they'll hit us for like 1 damage each.
If they link, though, they can hit pretty good. But yes, you are tough with these soaks, so there you go. Of course, you also have pretty high hull trauma threshold. The difference is that, you can't really repair it that easily. We'll cover that later, but basically you can only make a check to repair hull trauma once per encounter, and the amount you can repair is actually really limited. Usually you're only going to be able to repair it once you're at dock somewhere.
Makes sense. I see that the repair check is an athletics check.
Indeed, it can be, or it can also be a mechanics check, but they tried to make it such that people who aren't really spread out just yet in terms of like their skills can do stuff. So, there's other stuff like athletics or perception and blah blah blah. So,
okay, so you can use mechanics for it.
Yes.
That was okay. Phew. Thank goodness.
I was going to use my one point in athletics to save the ship.
Well, you can also use mechanics for damage control, which helps recover system strain, which will probably be more important in the short term.
yeah,
Probably.
Quite likely.
system strain is of course just like normal person strain. Just you suffer it for various things that may or may not happen.
In this scenario, it'd be like carpal tunnel.
Pulling too many G's.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so that is the overview of the stats. We'll explain more as we go on. So I guess right now it would be initiative time. You can roll whatever you want, cool or vigilance.
Alrighty. And cool, that's linked to presence still?
Cool is presence and vigilance is willpower. Yep.
Alright, so when I'm rolling, again, you use a combination of green and yellow die. I will have, I think, 1 green die, and I have 2 points in cool, so I would have, I think, 1 yellow die?
Yeah, 1 green die, 1 yellow die.
Alright,
Oh,
so I've
I
got...
just remembered something.
What's that?
Rapid reaction 1. I can take a strain to get an additional success.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to take a point of strain.
I'll do that. Yep.
I've completely forgotten how to do this.
All right. What are you rolling, cool or vigilance? Which is your higher, the presence or willpower?
They're both 3.
Okay. Do you have training in either cool or vigilance?
No,
Okay. So basically, it would be 3 green eye.
thought so.
Excellent.
I should have gone with my willpower roll. Ah, well.
And then apparently, The game forgot to list any. Oh no, I guess they would have that thing. Okay, cool. All right.
Nice work so far, dudes.
Indeed. I'm just gonna roll once for all 4 of them because fuck it.
That's
pretty,
right.
I'm pretty okay with having the lowest initiative this round, seeing as I have 1 leg.
It wasn't amputated yet.
Yeah, but it's useless right now. It's like a slab of meat attached to my knee. Hauling around a steak here.
Be careful, we don't know what Rhodians eat.
Poop, I guess.
Ugh.
Just judging by the general smell.
Lovely.
You. Fuck.
Alrighty then. So, we have a PC slot at the top. Who's going first?
I guess I will, since I'm piloting.
That might be a good idea.
Please.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna
so-
crash into an asteroid. I just want to get that out of the way now.
Well, we're not even in. Are we even really in space yet? Or are we just in the air going up?
Basically, yeah, it didn't have a nice sky background, so you're basically kind of hitting the atmosphere at this moment and
Right.
going up and up.
We've pretty much just peeled out. So we're effectively going at 0 right now, right?
No, you're going max speed.
Oh, we are going max speed right now?
I decided to just kind of hand wave that because I figured you would be going at the moment, so you know.
Yeah, we're kind
Okay.
of getting the hell out of Dodge.
We're cheesing it.
Alright. So then I'm not gonna use punch it, which is what I was planning on doing. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna use evasive maneuver. So I still get a maneuver and an action.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the evasive maneuvers maneuver.
Okay.
So enemies targeting us upgrade the difficulty of their checks by 1, but our gunner also does the same with them.
Right.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna use my action to gain the advantage.
All right. You can only gain it against 1, so you're basically have to declare a target.
Okay, I guess against Imperial Fighter 1 then.
Alrighty.
So I'm just rolling. Okay, so piloting space, so that's.
It'll be a hard
That's-
check, so it's 3 purple.
Jeez.
They're real fast, so.
Yeah, and we get 1 setback die because of maneuverability.
Correct.
Boy, that's not good. And it's piloting space, which is agility, right?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yep, it's agility.
Okay, so I got 1 green die and 2 yellow die. Boy.
3 purple, 1 black.
Alright, let's try this out.
Alright.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
We stay in place.
Basically, they're just a little too fast. You can't really shake it and like get behind them or above them or whatever you're trying to do. However, advantages are able to be spent no matter what. So, there is a thing where if you look at the advantage .text thing that I whipped up for you guys, I actually added a section below it, which is for ship combat. So 2 advantages can be spent on a free maneuver, or they can be spent on a setback die to the targeted character's pilot or gunnery check, or you can add a boost die to any allied character's next check.
I will do that. I'll add a boost die to whoever goes next, who will hopefully be someone shooting at the guy
That'll
who's
be
chasing
me.
us.
Right, so Galen then.
Quick question.
Yo.
So when it says pilot only maneuvers, does that mean the person who's sitting in the main pilot's chair, or can a co-pilot also do pilot only maneuvers?
Only the person who's actually flying the ship. So
Alright,
in this
so the
case,
only-
it'd be total wrong.
The only thing I'd be able to do there would be the co-pilot action. Alright, sorry, go
Correct, yeah. All right, so that would be Towan's turn. So we have another PC slot at the next number. So I guess Galen would be going.
Yeah. So I have Gunnery 2, so I'll be making use of that skill here. Now, how do I use it?
Basically the same exact way you'd make a normal attack. The only problem is, however, that the weapons on a Gitrock 720 are kind of low range. They have a range of close, which is actually the replacement for engaged in ship combat. So they are not engaged.
So we can't shoot at them right now.
Yeah, so it'd actually be better to let someone else go first.
Okay, now somebody else go first, please, or go second, really. No, wait. Maybe if we launch Gears into space, he can shoot them before he dies with his gun.
I was thinking about boosting the shields, but
Well, you do still need to install that hypermatter reactor igniter.
yeah, that's true. But
And it's more exciting to do it while we're in a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
that is also true.
And this is Star Wars.
That is thirdly true.
I'm not so sure about that one, actually.
So instead of doing something like boosting the shields, I'm going to try and plug that hypermatter igniter reactor in with my sweet mechanic skills.
There we go.
Okay.
He's gonna
So-
put it in.
Oh, baby. So it is a mechanics check, and it is an average mechanics check, so it's 2 purple die.
Alright, I guess I used the boost from Govan's advantage.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
here comes spanners and flanges and samophalanges. So many flanges, don't even know what half of them are.
Oh, you reticulated the hell out of those splines, dude.
Damn.
Ugh!
Okay.
This Barry White music just starts playing all of a sudden.
All right. So normally, if you were to install this and only score 1 success, it would take 6 rounds before the hypermatter reactor igniter was able to be warmed up. Instead, however, because Gears is just that much of a awesome Gears guy, he manages to cut that time down to 4 rounds. So you only need to basically hang in there for another 4 rounds.
We
Awesome.
can do it,
Well,
guys.
I'm going to just pass my advantage on down the line.
Somebody's got astrogation, right?
Hope so.
Uh-oh. You know, if none of us...
I have
then
astrogation.
sorry, Thank God.
This-
Gale
1
saves
point.
us again.
That's better than nothing.
That's-
I really-
Unfortunately, you need your right leg in order to astrogate.
Damn!
Little known fact. Little known fact.
All right, so Gears gets that plugged in there, and of course, since you're already in action, the igniter needs time to basically kind of ignite and warm up the parts. So it'll take 4 rounds from this point on,
Okay.
and the next person that gets to go gets a boost die. So we do have actually 2 PC slots, and then the Imperial Fighters will be going.
So what do we need astrogation for?
At the moment, nothing, but if you need to pilot, basically how this encounter is set up is that once the igniter kicks in, it'll shoot you out to the edge of the Tatooine system. So you don't actually
Okay.
need to make an astrogation check for that, but to go to another planet, you will.
Then astrogator's got to astrogate. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I guess if we're just lolling about, I can go next.
Sure. Do it.
So I am going to, I guess, use my maneuver to laboriously haul myself up the ladder into the cockpit,
Nice. Yeah.
into the co-pilot chair.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my co-pilot ability to take some of the heat off of Tovin's piloting. Maybe I'll take over one of the lesser thrusters. I don't know, man. Space.
I never did
Piloting.
like that right thruster.
Looked at us funny.
So I'm going
But
to
the
do some...
co-pilot,
some co-piloting. I'm going to Chewbacca up in here.
Right. The co-piloting says the crew member serves as the vehicle's co-pilot, managing systems and auxiliary equipment to allow the pilot to focus on flying or driving.
There you go.
So basically, you're doing the equivalent of checking the fuel gauge and the side view mirrors.
I'm checking the RPMs.
That is so useful.
It's we don't want to
Oh crap!
overtax
Our
the
warranty's
engine.
almost up.
Yeah, I got to make sure that we have the ownership information, license and registration. Get that off Trex's corpse. It's only a little bloody.
Awful, but it is.
It wasn't a pink slip before.
What
That's
seems
a
to be the
pink
problem,
stuff.
space officer?
So I'm gonna. Is piloting, is that agility or?
It is agility. You'd be using piloting space, and it is a medium check, so it'd be 2 purple.
Alright, so I've got 3 agility and I have 1 space piloting. So that's going to be 2 green, 1 yellow.
Correct.
And 2 purple, you said? Sorry, was that 2 purple?
2 purple, and also 1 setback. Or I'm sorry, not setback. Boost because of Gears' check.
Are you freaking
Dang.
kidding me here?
Oh,
Man, these
God.
dice are fickle.
They
The blood keeps getting all over the co-pilot systems.
God
and
damn
you
it,
can't-
Trex!
You just
You-
can't.
I can't co-pilot.
Not under these conditions, but you can still add a boost die to the next allied character's check.
Should have tapped Jesus. I hear he's a good co-pilot. But yes,
This is why we need a Wookiee.
I'll claim I'm spending this term wiping
our
off
problem.
the displays, wiping the blood off the displays there.
Honestly, this ship is pretty bad in bad condition, so that is actually pretty.
I think we got a lemon, guys.
It is a rusty piece of crap, but it apparently does have some modifications, which I will explain a bit later. But this scan makes the cockpit a little bit nicer, I suppose. And with that, we have another PC slot. So either Prestov or, I guess, because Galen is waiting for the ships to pull up, it is actually Prestov's turn.
Yeah. Alright, is there any point in me trying to, crap, what's the move called? Do fire discipline?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it grants a boost die. I think per success you roll, it grants a boost die to Galen's check.
Well, I'm all for that. I have
Well.
leadership 1.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Let's see what kind of check it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You know you gotta guide me every step of the way.
I will hold your hand.
Holding
sir.
his hand like a baby.
Click the dice roller button.
It is a hard check, so it's
Dice.
3 purple.
Is he that hard to inspire?
Have you met him?
Apparently not. So what, three purple and just 1 green?
No, it's tied to your presence, and that's 3, right?
Oh yeah.
And then leadership is 1,
God,
so you'd have
2
it would
one.
have 2 green, 1 yellow, 3 purple, and then 1 blue for this scan, making the cockpit so much nicer.
Stack overflow.
What?
Come on!
I know, right? Be right
Broke
back.
the universe. Great.
Let's make his stacks bigger.
Good work. Good
Terrible.
work.
Boost up the stacks. My students often talk about how their plan in the future is to make stacks. I think they mean, like, of money, but realistically they'll probably be making stacks of hay, or maybe, like, stuff to put on a warehouse pallet. I
Stacks
don't know.
of coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Stacks of swag.
Well, you know, they could find worse jobs than stacking things in pallets.
It's not a bad job. We
My job was to
a number of
stack
people who stack
pallets.
things. We know a number of people who do that as their job. Ain't
Alright,
nothing
I'm just
wrong with
waiting
that.
for the map
I
to
thought your
refresh.
job was to sit around in TR and say funny things. I thought we were paying you for that.
Well, it is now, but I mean, before that.
Oh my.
Also, your checks haven't cleared yet, so.
Yeah, that's probably gonna keep happening.
It's not actually a check. That's just a piece of paper that says check on it.
That you wrote yourself.
Also, you spelled check like the country.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, I see the plan is failing then.
Okay, that's still overflowed. That's good.
You need to up your megabytes.
I tried, man. I tried.
Have you gigaflops on it?
You need more gigawatts.
I'm already pretty jiggly.
You have to get more jiggy with it.
Nah.
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 Oh, listen, who's in the spirit of things?
Clearly. Should I put a break in the recording here while we wait for these technical difficulties?
Yes, I
Please.
think so.
All right, awkward silence, go.